Welcome back. I'm Shaq. We got ourselves another video. But we're not making love no more. We're not even trying to change. Tell me how it slips away. Does it ever stay the same? Don't you just miss Drew Hill? We got a panel on a channel called JB. I've been watching his videos. I like his videos. I like his videos. He makes sense. But on the panel, there was a lady who was there, and she said that the Felicia Rashad lady, you know, the lady off of Bill Cosby, she said that she gonna be mad because when she lose some more weight, she's gonna be out there showing her body to the world.
She's a party girl with a bad habit for drugs. She's a and she knows it.
That's what she said. She tried to backtrack a little bit and say, I'm not gonna do it in front of children. I don't believe her, but I'm not gonna do it in front of children. They were trying to explain to her that you do know if you do this thing, the type of guys that you won't want you. But she was starting to push back. She was pushing back like she was fighting. She didn't want to be in that in a box that they were putting her in. Then she said that it doesn't matter how I dress, there's freaky guys out there, so you should let me do it anyways. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's what she said. Somehow, we got to the stage where she starts saying that women protect women more than men. Like the group that says that they can't protect themselves are now protecting themselves. That's what she said. I'm telling you, anywhere around the corner, you can get some Fetty, okay? If you know what Fetty is, you probably been on my channel already. It's fentanyl. Just for you to know. But hold up, you just hitting this video, need you to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit notification bell. In the comment section, give me a thumbs up or a heart. Just let me know that it's real. But let's waste some more time. Let's roll the clip. You know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with you.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
No,
I just want to say I agree with you, but I think that was a fraud. I grew up like that family. My family's like the Cosbys. They all got degrees and stuff. We all divided right now. We still going through it the same thing like other families go through. That stuff is just a fraud, man.
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
Regardless of how she the Huxtables, the show, the whole dang, she did like the way how she was on camera, she was like that off camera. You know, ultimately the premise of what she's saying is women showing their bodies a little bit more, you know, exotically than how they used to. She's saying women on college campuses, they showing a lot more skin. You know, you got chicks with their, you know, they booty cheeks out constantly. You know, ultimately we still don't mind looking at it. We guys. You know, so for us, we're going to get a glimpse. But ultimately, she's saying that women probably shouldn't dress like that, you know, in public.
Let me ask something. I don't
Ashley,
think
you muted.
You muted.
You muted, Ashley.
Oh,
You
man.
muted, Ash.
You muted.
You muted, Ash.
Oh.
There you go.
Old as hell, Lord. I say, I promise you, if I lose about 20 more pounds, Felicia gonna hate me. Cause I'm gonna be outside this summer in Texas. I
guess it was a good thing your mic was muted because she's about to be the person. She's about to be the person that I have to listen to this whole video. All right, let's see what happens. This type part we having? All right.
I'll pause that real quick, Ashley. Hey, highway skinny. That's like the booty cheeks was out at least about 3 inches. At Disneyland, kids everywhere is getting a little bit too common the way you just got cheeks as an accessory for the clothing. But Ashley, go ahead and finish what you about to say.
It's a place and time. No, I was just saying, if I lose 20 more pounds, Felicia gonna hate me. Because everything can be out.
Damn.
Why?
And I ain't got no I got the hip. I ain't got no
Why you feel like you need to do that?
Because I want to do it. I don't give a damn who don't like it. I feel like any woman should do whatever she feel like. And I feel like that's the thing. If Felicia feels like you shouldn't do it based off a man's opinion, that's her opinion. Every woman don't think based off of a man's opinion. If
you're not a man though, you got kids out there, so you want a little kid to walk past you, you got your ass.
No. I said that's why it's a time and place for everything. Like I know I got a big. I'm not finna go to no picnic with no churn around me with some booty shorts on. Now I done had kids because I have a son. I done went to his daycare, done picked him up one time, and he done got upset because the little kids ran up to me and they hugging on me. And he'll be like, Mama, you can't do that. And I'll be like, why? He said, because they touching your butt. And I don't like that.
Kids, bro. Young.
Okay, I hope she didn't say she was dressed like that at a daycare. Or did she say a daycare? Hold up. No.
I done had kids because I have a son. I done went to his daycare, done picked him up one time, and he done got upset because the little kids ran up to me and they hugging on me. And he'll be like, Mama, you can't do that. And I'll be like, why? He said, because they touching your butt. And I don't like it.
Oh, whoa. How old can kids be in daycare? 5 to 6. Okay, 5 to 6. All right. I don't like daycare. I don't like the idea of being a daycare, but I guess she's a single mother. Unless you're putting your 5 to 6 year old, she talking about it had to be at the older age to tell you they don't like you because kids are touching. That had to be older, but she got to be a single mom. She got to be. I don't just roll the dice and say she is.
Kids, bro. Young boys know. Young boys know, and that's why a lot of them end up being embarrassed and they end up being upset with y'all. But y'all don't really know because y'all just be doing y'all thing. Y'all be moving how y'all move. But a lot of young boys are upset,
selfish.
you know, when they moms, you always trying to kind of protect your mom. So, but I'm saying, like, you doing that, what type of reaction do you want? Is it a reaction that you want? Or you just doing it just because you want to feel a certain way?
Don't do it just because they do it. Like, if you got a plus size woman that lose weight, she's definitely going to show out when she finally can get in the clothes that she's been wanting to be in. And it don't mean that she only doing it for somebody else's opinion. She's doing it because she feels good. She feels better. She worked hard for that body.
She can feel good in the house, get dressed up and walk around the house. I do it all the time. Well, I'm not a woman, but I do it all the time. I will literally get dressed up and walk around the house because I actually enjoy getting dressed up.
Let her do what she want to do. Now, anybody else, I can't speak on anybody else. If they just like being naked, they just like being naked.
You say Ashley? That's your name?
Yeah.
It don't matter how you dress, what you wear. That don't give a guy the right to think you. Oh man, she got this, that, and the
Exactly.
Who knows?
That's what's gonna happen though.
He a simp. Don't pay him no attention. JB, don't pay him no attention. That guy, he I know who he is.
That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen though.
Listen, you gonna
I
look
feel
at
like horny niggas can't control their reaction to seeing a woman who's showing too much skin. If you too horny, you looking at that shit like, yeah, she need to cover up. It don't matter what you think. If that woman is okay in what she is in, then let her be okay in what she in.
What it's gonna boil down to is how the dude actually view you. He gonna view you as just bust down material, possibly.
I don't.
That's
Damn,
what.
who said I wanted him to bust me down?
Okay, there's a disconnect. What she's disconnecting is the fact that JB is talking about you being with a guy, at least attempting to get with a guy. That guy is not going to take you seriously because you dress like a hooker. What she started saying is the guys on the outside who's not in a relationship with her or even talking to her want her to put some stuff on. Ma'am, no, they don't. No guy who's not trying to get with you is telling you to put clothes on. It's not happening. They enjoy what they watch. That's why porn is so high up. They enjoy looking at it. They just don't want to be with you. So that's why y'all having that disconnect right now. She doesn't know what you're talking about, and you have a point already that I guess she's not paying any attention to.
Just saying, no, I'm talking about the dude that you gonna take serious though.
There you go.
Yeah, he gonna be like, I'm
let's say you start talking to him and you actually find him somewhat attractive and you actually want to get to know him. You're not looking at the way how the character that you already brought out firsthand and how he already kind of perceived you at that point is what I'm saying.
That's a hoochie mama. That's all I see.
If he gets with me and then we actually hit it off and then he try to change me, what Kevin Gates said, bitch, you knew who I was when you met me. You knew I ain't had shit on when you met me. So now don't try to change me now that you're with me.
Do you ever want to?
So you're saying that they should just always treat you like a hooker. That's all she's saying. She's not listening to herself.
Situation then or no?
Huh?
Do you ever want to be in a serious situation or no? What do you want?
I mean, you know who we talking about. Who the situation with.
Oh my God.
Do you want to stay alone for the rest of your life?
Female, we got rosters of who we want to take
Oh
serious,
my God.
who we just having fun with.
That's damaging.
And she's a hooker.
Damaging.
Everybody got their little roster now about who they list on what level. Like females, you got a nigga that you know gonna take you get something to eat. You got a nigga that you know you can hit up any time of day. He gonna want to
That's
fuck.
damaging. See, that's
And
the
you got a
problem
nigga
right there.
Yeah, she's broken. That's a broken lady speaking right now. You should tell by all that makeup she got on her face. She has a caked face, and we expecting her to say something that's gonna make sense. That's our fault. We need to take that L and thinking she about to make sense.
Ash, that's the problem right there.
That's being single with a
That's the
roster.
problem, right? That's why dudes, y'all heard it right here first, y'all. That's why a lot of
That's
dudes don't
being
take
single
chicks
with a
serious.
roster. It's
That's
nothing
why a
wrong
lot of
with
dudes
it.
don't take y'all serious.
Exactly.
Yo, Ash, let me ask you this, and I'm a paraphrase. You familiar with the Dave Chappelle skit? It was like the Halloween skit where Dave Chappelle had on the officer's uniform, and a crime was being committed down the block, and the persons ran up to Dave Chappelle. It's like, hey, oh officer, I'm so glad you're here. He said, hey, wait a minute, just because I got on this police uniform don't mean I'm a police officer, right? And the inverse was women who parade themselves like street walkers, prostitutes, etc., or just showing so much excessive skin. You don't understand that the majority of men put women in two categories, regardless if you like the attention, you like the likes and the DMs, that's cool. But men that are family oriented and wants a family, wants a wife and children, which is the majority of men, believe it or not, we put women in two categories, wife and other. Now, if you don't want no husband, cool, to each his own. But if the majority of women want a husband and a child, or you want the nuclear family, you got to understand that your actions come with consequences. Because when that man is not present and you're outside with your booty cheeks out or your tits out, you are a representation of that man. That man is your representation when he's not present. So if you're outside like dressed like Sexy Red,
Every
like,
woman.
I hate to throw her out there, but if you're dressed like Sexy Red, nobody's gonna take you seriously, and it's gonna be a level of disrespect that come with it. There's gonna be a level of disrespect that come with it, and you can't. You're right. You cannot control 30 dudes on how they respond, but you can correct how you are in public if you have a man.
Okay, hold on. I got a point to make, because for one, I'm a female. I don't just go out in public just showing shaking ass. I'm a female who
You just said once you actually lose the weight, you said you will.
naturally has a figure. So no matter what I put on, you're gonna see that I have a figure.
That's not what they're talking about.
For example, I went skating, just skating to a skating ring. I took off my skates, getting ready to leave. One nigga, one man, I'm putting on my skates. I see a flash. I'm like, why is this flash like on me? Like he was like 10 feet away from me, but I seen a flash. And so when I looked up, he put the phone down. So that let me know you was recording me, but you didn't realize I knew you were recording me until somebody else, which was a guy who was sitting in front of him, said something like, hey, my nigga, why you recording me? And when I looked at him, he told the nigga, I'm not recording you, I'm recording her. I'm fully clothed.
Ooh.
Like, I don't have no hoochie shorts. I don't have no titties out. I don't have nothing showing. But it's niggas out here that will see a female, regardless of what she got on, they so horny or they want what they want, they gonna do whatever they want to do to feel like, you know, it's okay for them. So aside that,
You thought that was a point you just made? That was sad if that was your point.
when I realized, oh, he said, oh, I'm recording her, that's when I spoke up. I say, nigga, you recording me? What you recording me for? I say, delete the video. He said, oh, I ain't got no video of you. I said, yes, you do. You just told old boy that you was recording me. So show me the video. Baby, the whole skating range shut down. The DJ came from down the stairs. Everybody started leaving out because, for one, you're a horny ass nigga. I didn't have nothing showing. It's horny niggas out here that will do whatever they want to do regardless of what you got on. So it ain't always a woman needs to represent herself in a certain way. It's just sick niggas out here regardless.
No, check this out. Yeah.
No one said always. So you did it anyway. She immediately went to the absolute no matter what. Because there's a small number of guys that gonna record you no matter what happens. That means you should run around dressing like a terrible. Sorry, I'm getting triggered right now and I'm forgetting what I was gonna say, and I'm trying to make sure it's YouTube like not offensive. You want to go around dressing like Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. I can't think of it. I don't want to get YouTube mad.
Okay, you have a figure for sure. You can't control all the freaky dickies out there. Yeah, he did that. You can't control him, but like I said, we're not really talking about those type of guys. We talking about the guys that you actually bring into your life on the character that you bring out to them. We're not talking about. You see how when Freaky Dicky came out and recorded you, other guys stepped in to protect you.
No other guy stepped in to protect me.
You said the whole castle came out.
I said one of the niggas who he was in front of said, "Hey, why you recording me?" And he told that nigga, "I'm not recording you, I'm recording her."
He could have got his ass whooped.
Range shut down, meaning that when I started cussing the nigga out for recording me, everybody was trying to get the hell on. There ain't nobody came to my rescue. I was my own rescue.
Cut could have got his. The one that's you said the dude in front of you said something to the other guy.
The dude said something to the guy who was recording because he thought the guy was recording him. And Buddy whispered to him, like, "No, I'm not recording you," because the nigga was turning up, like, "Nigga, you weird. Why you recording me?" And then the nigga was like, "No, I'm not recording you, bro. I'm recording her." And when I heard him say that, that's when I went off. Like, "Nigga, why you recording me? I'm literally taking my skates off. I'm not doing shit."
What the DJ did?
The DJ cut the music. Kids started going down the stairs. It was time for him to go.
Okay, ultimately, you still got protected in some form of fashion. But like I said, we're not talking about the creepers out there. Most guys are freak. Most guys are freaky. I'm not gonna sit right here and act like most guys ain't freaky, man. Most guys are freaky. Y'all need to. I mean, honest, bro. Y'all need to actually understand guys' nature. I'm not saying a guy should do the freaky shit.
So if you say guys are freaky, why is it for?
Well, are we now trying to say most guys just record a lady for nothing? That's what we're saying? All right, let's see how this conversation go. I disagree that most guys do that.
Or why is it such a problem when a woman is loving herself and loving what she is coming into to where she want to dress as however she dresses just because a nigga is freaky?
But what you gotta have
no. That's different.
I just want to say this. This is the fact. Think about it this way: you had one nigga that was freaky mode, right? But if you over here putting your booties out and whatnot, how many niggas' attention you gonna be grabbing? Because at this point, the way you're representing yourself, you're gonna get more attention. Obviously, you know what I mean. So
and then the sad part is y'all don't even want to. Y'all be
enough to control your urges.
No.
Yeah, but the way you dressed up represents.
So a man should control his urges, but you shouldn't control how you dress. You do know both of those things are supposed to be controlled, right? He's supposed to control his urges, and you're supposed to control how you dress. It's not just one side. Like, that sounds crazy. Unless you're a child. This gonna go back to, do you want us to treat you like you're a child? Which means they're gonna tell you to go get dressed and tell you you can't be outside at 9 o'clock. That's what's gonna happen if you do what you're saying. If you tell men to be the only ones to control themselves, that's where it's gonna end up going. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
By putting clothes on.
Man, you
know what? You also gotta understand there are men out there too. Like, not every man is gonna respect what you got going on. Even as a woman, you got a right to dress however you want, but not all men are gonna be there to save you. If in the case something happens,
problem. That's not the one.
But check this out, man. We in such a first world society. We in such a first world country that y'all don't even know the real dangers that motherfuckers really protect y'all from. You really think about it. You don't even understand it because you live in a first world society and you got all this covering with like police, the whole nine. Everything is already split up for y'all to move around accordingly. But if you was in a real reckless place, you can't even play them games like that.
Right.
You got to move accordingly, and you need men around you.
I tell you this, what Jay, I'm a United States combat veteran, right? I served this country, Operation Iraqi Freedom, February 03 to May 04, right?
Okay.
Appreciate your service.
Yeah, appreciate your services, man.
Thank you. I've been to several third world countries, and the way that modernized Western women dress, you would get your head chopped off in these other countries dressing like that. And I don't care if you just want to show a little bit of shoulder or you want to wear some tight jeans because you got curves. Nope, they don't play that. Not over there. So Ash, I hear you. But here's the thing. Think about math. You're talking about a minority of men who can't control themselves. I give you.
Thank you. It's a minority.
Yeah, but that's why there's rules and regulations in place to hold these weirdos accountable. It's called jail. So if a dude is recording, you could have pressed charges or worst case scenario. You know what I mean?
You can't do that. They don't do anything for that. I done been exercising at Lake Mirror and had a nigga recording me and done had the police call. They can't do nothing. As long as they don't physically harm you, they can't do anything. So as women, we are subjected to a lot of bullshit from men, and we aren't protected.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
And now she about to be a victim. Now she about to be a victim.
But we have to protect ourselves. That's not always true. And then now, especially as Black women, we scared to even call them up police, because at the end of the day, goddamn, we may be the one ended up in
I'll tell you this. It's always gonna be a guy right around the corner that's gonna be protected.
Wow.
I really don't know what you're saying on that behalf. It's always gonna be a guy to stand up.
It's
that's
not.
a fact. If a girl is getting beat up by a guy in public, man, you know how many guys gonna jump in to stop it?
Actually, I got your back. I got you. I got you. Send the
They not. No, they not.
I'm not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them.
I'm gonna be honest.
Y'all may not be one of them, but they are there.
If a guy is attacking
they protect.
If a guy is attacking a girl, most likely, I'm not saying they not gonna record, but most likely it's gonna be guys that's gonna jump in and stop it.
Women, I promise you, women will jump in before a man jump in.
Yeah, it just depends.
Women will say something. You are bad crazy. Women will say something. That's it. They'll be like, what are you doing? If that man gives you a jab and then a straight and then an uppercut, every other lady is gonna be like, turn the lights on and roaches. They gonna just run off. They gone. Ain't no lady finna sit there and take a behind whooping like that for you. You talking about? That's men who run over there and say, oh, what you doing, Debo? That's a female. That's men. Women don't do that. Women scream and say, what's the matter with you? Whatever, y'all. Whatever. This is stupid.
Jay, it just depends. It depends on the
situation. Women will jump in to protect the female before a nigga will jump in. I promise you that. Now look up a bunch of fighting videos. It be women
I've
jumping
seen a lot of guys jump
to protect the woman before a man will jump in.
A lot of guys
be like, man, y'all chill out. And he be the one recording.
It was a fight. It was a fight that broke out in Disney World a couple years ago. Dude was crashing out. He was hitting a few of the women that was in his own group. You know who stepped in? Other guys. You see, you forget. You think about just black guys. White guys gonna crash out and jump in too. You forget that it's gonna be other ethnicity groups that's gonna jump in and crash out. You think about just a black dude. The white guy's gonna jump in.
A white guy jumping before a black guy.
Just because he thirsty for the action.
Yeah.
He want to be Rambo.
I want to throw hands. Come on.
He ready for it. A lot of them just jump in. They just be gung ho. So you can't sit here and say guys ain't gonna jump in and try and protect women from situations.
I'm not saying guys won't. I'm just saying majority of the time, women will jump in before a man jump in.
Yeah.
Why she keep saying that? Like, it's blowing my mind what's happening.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing either.
I think it goes both ways.
What?
It depends on the situation.
Ain't got to do with me. Some people just keep it moving, man. You don't know what that girl did to that boy to make him this, that, and the thing.
You're gonna have the people that keep it moving too. That's true. But
that was true. He just said
in this culture, people don't fight. People do fight, but again, I'm from New York City. It's a lot of guns out here.
Different.
That's from Florida.
A lot of guns out here. Ain't nobody fighting.
Yeah,
but check this out.
And if I lose,
ain't nobody fighting.
I actually wanted to play something, but we started getting into the topic. I'm gonna just play this. I want to say this is the last clip, but it ties into the Felicia Rashad situation. So
big screen. That was wild. She went from saying that she should be able to dress like a hooker because there's guys out here who do freaky things. That was her point when she only had one person who recorded her while she was at a skating rink. Then she went to saying that women protect women more than a man. That's wild. That's crazy. I can't even understand. There was no actual point to her argument. She was just on 100. She just thought that maybe if I keep talking, everybody will agree with me. No, you looked foolish most of the time. Most of the discussion, it was just foolishness. I needed everybody to keep up. First off, the fact that people were saying that there's a lot of those men. No, it's not. No, it's not. Then that means it will be everywhere around the corner. This will be happening. That means on that panel, probably 2 of you guys, or at least 3 of y'all are doing this. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't like this. I don't like it when people try to not make the person who's saying something stupid sound stupid. If they're saying something dumb, let them know that what they're saying is dumb. It's not your fault that they're saying something dumb. They're gonna continue to say it if you don't let them know how dumb it is. But you know, JB, you have a good panel. I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably start checking in, watching it, and I'm gonna put your thing down at the bottom for people to know. But hey, yo, man, y'all chill out a little bit, okay? That didn't make no sense what was happening. To me, might not be to y'all. Ashley told what she was, a roster of guys, and she want to go out there and dress like a hooker. She's a hooker. That's it.
Oh, you know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.